It's like we're instantly back into this. It's been a whole week. I
hope everything's been good for you all.
Yeah, I tell you what, that car chase with President Bush, that was amazing. I really didn't think Trump could ride a bike that fast.
No. I didn't think Trump could ride a bike.
Anyway.
So hello! Welcome to the Yet As Unnamed podcast.
This is Tom, and his name is, that's him.
That's my nickname, TV Sliver.
And that's where you'll find him.
This is Mark, and his name's that.
Yay! And you'll also find me at there.
You'll find me there.
And that's that bit done.
Oh, yeah, hey, all
that
done.
was so slick.
Excellent.
It was so professional.
It's like we planned it.
No,
unlike last time. Wait, no, we planned it. Never mind.
Yeah, it's still crap.
Yeah.
So this week we are going to be talking about We're going to go straight into it this week. We're all fired up. We are all fired up because we have actually just recorded this the second time. So
we're somehow in exactly the same place. We still have our
audience member. And where's that little post-it note?
No, it's gone forever.
Post-it note. We want to have a finished post-it note.
She's got to find it.
So, am I thinking right now, or do I only think I'm thinking?
You think you're thinking.
Awesome. Can you see that? That's a post-it note. And anybody watching last week who's now watching this week will now understand what that's all about.
Yep. If you didn't watch last week, watch it first.
We mentioned an organisation last week who hopefully will now donate stuff to us. We'll take it. But I'd like to mention somebody else. I'm going to mention these people this week. So Hackspace Magazine, this is number 2. I bought number 2. They gave us number 1 for free. They're now asking if we can write for them. I'm not sure I'm totally the right person to write for them because I'm not.
I think that was also.
I think you are. Maybe we should write one together.
I think that was also a broad question to everybody, but I still. I think we
could probably write one together.
Yeah.
I'll certainly, if you write something, I'll certainly help by reading it back for you. Hackspace Magazine, if you're into hacking, pick it up, and they give a free copy as a free PDF version.
Yeah, free PDF version online all the time because it's run by the Raspberry Pi Foundation.
So that's very, very cool, and thank you very much, Raspberry Pi Foundation, for that.
And also, we understand about the focus bouncing a lot, and we're still trying to figure out how to fix that. Yes. We'll figure something out.
We will.
Sorry, but if it's really annoying, you probably don't need to see much on the screen.
We might actually talk about the technology because it's not really focus bouncing. What it's doing is trying to work out so both of us are in focus at exactly the same time, so it can take selfies and keep us in focus.
Yeah.
There's some really, really clever technology that's also kind of trippy. So anyway,
we'll figure something out.
Hackspace Magazine, thank you very much. That's a shout out to you, and we'll make sure that we mention that to you so you can come and watch us. Shout out to you.
Anyway,
right. So we have some new questions. New questions.
First question, and I think you'll like this one.
Oh, yes.
What's the most interesting thing you could do with 400 pounds of cheddar cheese?
How big is the cracker I get?
That's a big cracker. 400 pounds. How big is 400 pounds of cheddar? It's like half of 2 people.
A kilo, something like about 10 centimeters square, is about a kilo.
Yeah.
So 400 pounds is about roughly 200 kilos. It's about 190 kilos. So 190 10 centimeter square blocks.
That's quite a lot. That's a lot of cheese.
But that would be either 200 centimeters by 10 centimeters, just high.
Yeah. The obelisk of cheddar cheese.
It would be something. Somebody could probably work this out a lot better than I could. It's 6 by 25.
Yeah. That is a lot of cheese. I mean, that's probably about as much. Cheese. That's probably about as much cheddar cheese as a shop like Tesco, a single Tesco, not a whole large Tesco superstore, sells in a day.
And it's probably about the amount of cheese that I go through in a week.
I don't know whether that might be true.
That was a joke.
That might actually be true.
I do go through a lot of cheese. I think we don't go through that much actually. I think as a family we probably go through a couple of kilos a week. It's a lot for most people. Most people go, a couple of kilos of cheese. What are you doing with it? Not eating it, obviously.
But there's 5 of you.
It's like butter. There's virtually nothing you can't add cheese to. I mean, you can add cheese to ice cream. There are cheese. Of course, mascarpone works well with ice cream.
Okay, yeah. There's not every cheese would work quite as well with ice cream.
Indeed, still
a gorgonzola.
A gorgonzola. Well, it depends on the ice cream.
Ooh, I wonder which ice cream would work with gorgonzola.
Well, gorgonzola is fairly creamy. You see, I would say that actually just a really, really good vanilla would work with gorgonzola.
Okay.
So, and especially if you do this sort of like hot and cold combined in a kind of poncy way. Hot cheese,
Poncy way.
Cold ice cream, scoop the both of them together, put some licorice reduction over the top of it.
I'm hungry now.
Yeah, me too.
Damn.
I mean, I would seriously contemplate now actually having a cracker, the cheese, cracker, gorgonzola, ice cream, bacon. I'd eat that.
That might work.
And
Especially
you could make a spicy ice cream.
No. You go with bacon. Maple ice cream. Maple syrup ice cream.
I'm not a maple syrup and bacon person.
I am.
He clearly is. You'd like maple syrup, but you see, that's it. Bacon, maple syrup,
Yeah, okay,
and some kind
yeah.
of cream thing. You could put ice cream with your pancakes and have that, and then cheese on top. Cheese goes with it. It's anything that's like butter. So what could you do with 400 pounds of cheddar cheese? That would be a lot of toasties.
That would be one big toasty.
I
or a lot of
really
toasty.
literally would cook lots of different things. It would go in bread, it would go in toasters, it would go on top of whatever I'm cooking. I'd just make lots of recipes that have cheese in them, lots of lasagna, lots of pasta-based things.
I mean, it's the one thing about that is interesting things. What interesting could you do with that much cheese? I mean, make a mini house.
You could make
Use
a
it for
little cheese
Lego?
out. I could sculpt it for you with my teeth.
That might need more than 400 pounds of cheddar cheese, but you know.
Yeah, 400 pounds of cheddar cheese would be a very small house, or a real large banquet.
You could, to be honest.
Is it good cheddar cheese? Because if it's like crappy white cheddar cheese that's just coloured cheddar, when anything says coloured on it, be it coloured cheddar, yeah. When you're adding colour to it because it didn't have enough colour,
Yeah.
that's something wrong with that. What colour was it before they coloured it?
Blue. Blue cheese is nice, but
Blue cheddar.
Blue-
I'm not sure. Problem with blue
Gone off a
cheese
bit.
is, I mean,
Actually gone off a
generally
bit in
blue
that case,
cheeses. You know that cheeses are normally matured inside caves because you need somewhere cool.
cold and damp.
No,
not damp. Sorry,
not
no.
damp. Just very, very cool
Yeah.
and dark. But cheeses are matured in caves. I don't think. I'm not sure. Well, cheddar's not really done that way. Cheddar's a very, very regular cheese these days.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with a good cheddar though.
No.
Just not the best cheese.
Well, if it was a good cheese, I mean, what I'd think, interesting wise, what else could you do with it?
You
Give
know
out
what?
cheese and crackers to everybody going past.
You could do it. A lot of homeless people who would probably appreciate some cheese.
It's actually good for you in that case because it's full of fat and will generally keep you warm.
Well, especially if you've got 400 pounds of it wrapped around.
Yeah.
Great
Or you
use
eat
of
the
it.
whole thing, you know.
I'd be square again.
Eat it whole, yeah. Mark, you're looking square today.
I feel delicious.
Ah. Waddle to work.
You just have to roll me down a hill. I could be that cheese roll.
Cheese rolling. 400 pounds of cheddar cheese. Cheese rolling. There you go. That's 400 pounds of cheddar
just a
cheese.
waste.
That is,
That is a waste of cheese.
depends if you're sat at the bottom with a cracker.
I wouldn't get down the hill.
Come back, cheese.
There'd be all these people running away, and then they go, "Where's the cheese?"
Ah.
Oh. I wouldn't run down the hill away from the cheese. I'd be eating the cheese. Yeah, eat it.
Eat it.
Thank
Eat
God
it,
for
or
cheese.
have other people eat it with you.
But what's the most interesting thing I could do with it? I think the most interesting thing I could do with it is feed a lot of people who need food.
Yeah.
That's the most interesting thing. And that's probably the best thing I could do with it. I could also make exotic cheese string clothing out of it.
All I can see is the image from Black Books, except with cheese.
My edible clothing range. Like Lady Gaga, but cheese, not meat.
If Lady Gaga comes out with this,
We own this.
We own this. I don't know what we get out of it, but you know.
This is ours. Get your own.
Yeah, get your own food suit. Hang on, wait.
Okay, so next question.
Are the insects out to get us?
You know, everybody's just going, "Oh yeah, of course they are." But you know, I've never seen a locust with an AK-47.
No.
I generally think we're defining insects here,
never
not
seen
arachnids.
I've never seen a worm
Are
with
we
an
including
RPG.
the spiders in there?
Ooh.
Because spiders are bastards.
Spiders are properly out to get us. Yeah.
They are real
They
bastards.
know when
are
we're
out to get
afraid
us.
and go.
Boom. Do you know that spiders can hear you coming before you enter a room? This is true. And it's not just that they instantly move away and hide. They can feel the vibrations of you coming. I set a hidden camera. When you're not there, they're having a disco. They're having a disco in your rooms, playing your best music and laughing at your clothing, and inviting the moths in to eat them. I'm serious. Spiders have a disco.
Spider disco.
Spider disco. 8 legs.
8-legged freaks.
8-legged freaks.
God,
Incredible
spider
dancers, though.
Yeah, I was going to say
Incredible
that's they can dance on the ceiling properly.
They, they can do the foxtrots with themselves.
Yes,
Twice. 2 sets of 4 steps.
dancing with myself. Yeah.
And they literally can do the whole thing of dancing on the ceiling as well. They can actually be up there going, what a feeling, I'm a spider on the ceiling. They're bastards. Really are. And they can operate machinery. Not a lot of people know this.
They can operate. Oh, okay. Big. I'm assuming the bigger ones. Or you mean this?
I just made that shit up.
Oh, okay.
I didn't make the shit up about the vibrations and the disco, though. That's completely true.
Yeah.
Obviously. So, are we including spiders in the whole insect?
Insect
They're
nation,
not
yeah.
really insects, are they? Because they don't have a thorax and they have 8 legs. They're arachnids.
Arachnids. You learn something. Well, you might learn something new every day.
Do not include the spiders with the insects. The spiders get very angsty about it.
And
They write terrible letters. Have you ever seen spiders write? It's awful. It's because they've got 8 legs. It's just all over the place. They look like an epileptic having a fit on it. That's an awful thing to say. Actually.
That was an awful thing to say. You.
That was really cruel. I don't know where I was going with that. That possibly because of the line, "Your writing looks like an epileptic spider had a fit on it last night." Mm-hmm. That's where I was going with that.
Yeah.
So I apologise to people who've got epilepsy.
Yeah. If you've got crap handwriting,
But not spiders with epilepsy. You bastards deserve it.
yeah. If you've got crap handwriting, work on it.
Yeah. Only if you're a spider. If you've got crap handwriting, you're a person. Use a keyboard.
Don't torture that poor spider.
So,
they out to get
the insects
us.
out to get us. No, in the film Kronos, which I think is a Guillermo del Toro movie, it starts off with insects are God's chosen creatures.
Okay.
All about the fact that insects have been known to come back from the dead, but they don't literally come back from the dead. But there are quite a number of insects, such as ticks, that can survive like up to 50 years in a dormant state. And when the first warm-blooded animal comes nearby, they go and land on it. So 50 years in sort of hibernation, but I believe there's been some insects that they've found in places like tombs and stuff, where they've dropped water on them and reanimated them.
Wow.
So they basically have come back to life. They have reanimated insects. We all know the whole thing about the cockroaches possibly will survive a lot more radiation than we can.
Yeah. Cockroaches will inherit
Did you
the
know
world.
that cockroaches clean themselves after walking across a human because they find us dirty?
No, I didn't, but that's unsurprising.
They do not generally like touching us.
No.
Because we're generally kind of awful to them. A lot of the insects don't want to mess with us, not because we're massive in comparison to them. In fact, we'd be like... It would be like your street moving. You just have no relationship to it at all.
Ain't shit happening.
Yeah.
Your world moved.
You don't really understand that sort of things. We're
No.
just big things that move around and they have to avoid.
Yeah.
Generally, insects are just doing their own stuff. I don't think they're actively out to get us. There are some predatory insect species, but they're predatory on any mammalian life.
Yeah, I mean, it's less they're out to get us. It's more they've been here longer than us and have been hunting the things that came before us.
Yeah, they seem to be out to
So
get
it's
each
kind
other
of
more.
we're kind of like the next big thing that's come past to try and squish them.
In that kind of way, we could say that there's a fungus that's out to get some insects. Out to get the ants.
Yeah.
And there's quite a lot of insects that, of course, feed off each other. So they're out to get each other more than they're out to get us. We just seem to be a sort of thing around them in the environment that they generally, I don't know, annoy or prey on only by sheer accident, it seems.
Yeah, I think
Just because of our expansion into their environment.
Yeah, and also our especially with some of the things is our affecting their old original life cycles and where they used to live by us moving them. Like they get caught on our clothing, and previously we wouldn't have moved off the same continent, but now sod it, I'm going to Australia next week.
And generally, insects are very, very beneficial to the environment. Without the dung beetle, as it says in Stark, the world would be black with flies right now. So the dung beetle is an insect. So are flies, actually, but
Yeah. So bees technically.
But I believe bees are insects. They've got 6 legs and a thorax.
I know exactly. Actually, I do know an insect that's how to get us.
Yeah.
Wasps.
Oh,
Those
yeah, wasps are
bastards are out
bastards.
to get us.
I mean, your bee won't sting you unless by accident because the bee dies if it stings you. But
Yeah.
wasps can
They're
sting you and
just
stay alive. They're
evil.
just bastards.
Yeah.
They just fly around. I'll sting him. I'll sting him. I'll sting myself because I fucking can. I just sting anything I like to. Wasps, as I think has been noted before, Craig Ferguson said it. They are the skinheads of the insect world.
Oh god, a wasp flying around with a hat on backwards.
The bumblebee is like a drunk uncle at a party. A wasp is a skinhead. I dislike them. And hornets, that is like the angry bitch friend of a wasp. Male bitch friend, not female bitch friend. Female hornets are not bitches. They're bastards.
Okay.
I'm just degenderising terms.
Okay. No, fair enough.
Degenderising terms. And the name of this episode is, what should we call this thing? Degenderising terms. We can do that.
Or spider disco.
Spider disco. Spider disco. 8 legs, having a party.
Oh yeah.
That's the end of that. So you can visit our website and it's there. That's bit.ly/capital T, capital Y, capital A, capital U, capital P. You can leave us a question there. There's a form that you can fill out with it. You just put any name you want to. If you want to put a name and then put your question, you don't have to leave a name.
If you leave a name, we will read it out. So if it's rude, it's funnier.
Yeah, because we will, read that name out. So it'd be fun. That would be really, really good. Also, please subscribe.
Yeah, it's that side. And subscribe there. And press the bell about there. Bing! Because that gets notification. But I'll laugh if it's flipped now because I'm looking at the way the screen
that would be good.
But if it press the bell there and you'll get notified when we actually post a new video, which is almost every week.
It is almost every
trying.
week. And then there's a thumbs up or thumbs down, and we like to see those as well. We like to know if we're doing well or what we're doing badly, and you can actually leave us a comment as well, and we'll often reply to the comments. In fact, up to now, we replied to every single comment, and we're very grateful that you left them. But for now, this has been the end of episode 2 of season 2. Season 2!
We have a season!
Wow!
We have an old season! Go see it!
Go see the old season. Go see the shorts from the old season. Go enjoy, and bye for now. Bye-bye.